Guys, this is not a drill. This just in. The Nintendo Switch 2 will cost $450. $500 with Mario Kart. And get this. I'm gonna give you guys a second for this one. Digital games will be $80.
Honey, hi, Peter Griffin, Meg's father. Say, can you do me a favor? You see that fire extinguisher there?
Y'all are off your rocker on this one. Like, Nintendo lost it, alright? You lost it. $70 was too much. 60 was too much. $80. Oh my god. I knew it. I had a feeling when they put out. Shit.
It is time. It is here. 8 years in the making. The day has finally come. My body is ready. Yeah, so the mysterious C button has finally been revealed. And it does not stand for clap those cheeks, bro. It stands for chat, bruh. Chat. That's it. It's just a chat button. Disappointing. I was really hoping that it would be like for something like the Wii U, where maybe you could play on another controller and then maybe cast it on the TV. I thought it maybe cast. I don't know. You know, it's alright, I guess. I mean, chat button is fine. I don't know why they hid it, though. That definitely drew more suspicion to it and made it all the more disappointing, I guess. Me, someone who just doesn't play online games very much, who's kind of a lonely single-player gamer, I just like to play by myself. Okay? So that means nothing to me. We have waited so long for this. We prayed for days like this. We prayed for this day to finally come. And we do not have to wait any longer. Except for a little bit because it's releasing in June, but regardless, we made it. We know what it is. The leaks ruined it, but that doesn't matter because we've seen the live stream and we are ready. What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Switch 2 reveal. I think that it's a very interesting one to say the least. There was a few less surprises than I thought there might be, but they definitely covered a lot of ground and they packed a lot in a short amount of time relatively, and I think that the Switch 2 has a bright future, man. I think that the new Switch games that they announced seem to be pretty cool. I think Donkey Kong especially seems to be quite the standout. I am really looking forward to see how that will develop. They announced the release date for it as well. I think it said July, which is awesome. And is 7 July? Yeah, 7's July, right? I get June and July mixed up, I think. Yeah, and then they went into the partner showcase to show all the different developers' games, and I think that they announced Elden Ring, which is pretty crazy for a lot of you freaks out there, you Soulsborne freaks, Souls-like freaks. It's gonna be a fun time. I think it's a great time to be a Nintendo fan. They showed that the game cartridges are gonna be red now, which is pretty awesome. Something really interesting that they said in this direct is that the Switch 2, they said, can play 3 different types of games, which is the original Switch games, Switch 2 games, and then Switch 2 Edition games, which is basically a mix of the two. They're going to take some old games, put some DLC with it, basically, glorified DLC. They're going to put some DLC with it. They announced some DLC with Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It seems like they put in a few bells and whistles. They also showed that Mario Party Jamboree, which is probably the best Mario Party, in my opinion, in recent memory. I think that game is awesome. Me and my brother go at it like a bad habit, if you know what I mean. And I think that it is a blast. They have some of the best mini games that they have in the last years, and I think the most mini games of any Mario Party game, which is pretty awesome. And they're adding more, which is pretty awesome. All right, and yeah, I think more Mario Party is always a dub for me. I think that it's always fun to get to play more things, and I like that they're implementing it with the mouse controls and kind of specializing it for the specific Switch 2 systems. I think that's pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to what those mouse controls will develop into. I have a feeling that no one is going to want to use them. No one is going to use them past like a year. It'll just be forgotten, kind of like HD Rumble. Like, instead of the mouse controls, Nintendo, how about you just develop HD Rumble in like more of your games? Because that was actually pretty cool. They also announced that they'll have some 3D sound, which is pretty cool. There'll be a mic in the Switch, so you'll be able to talk with your friends online and stuff. They really made a big deal about the online stuff. I thought that it's a little overdone, kind of disappointing to see that they're pushing that so hard as a differentiator from the original Switch. And it's kind of generic. I mean, they really should have had that from the beginning of the Switch 1. It's finally here, so it's cool that we get to play games with friends and all that. They also showed that there's a camera, which is really interesting, launching on the same day. It looks like the cheapest thing you've ever seen, but you know, it's something, I guess. They announced the new game that Sakurai is working on, the guy who did the other Smash Brother games, and he's coming back to the Kirby series with Kirby Air Riders. That's kind of interesting. And they went in to discuss some of the new things with the Switch Online, and it's Nintendo GameCube is coming to Switch Online, which is pretty cool because they're going to be putting Luigi's Mansion and Mario Strikers in there, Wind Waker, and yeah, I think that it's going to be pretty fun. I think that's pretty exciting. I never had a GameCube myself, but I think that it'll be a blast because I'll get to revisit some things I never got to check out, and I think that it'll be fun. Showed off this new game for the mouse controls called Dragon Drive, and bro, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it kind of looks like they're just trying to make you feel like a disabled person and make you feel bad for them not being able to actually dunk a basketball like everyone else can. But that's what they're doing. They opened the show talking about Mario Kart World. I don't know why these companies don't like the number 9. Apple skipped 9. I think Microsoft did something with 9. And now Mario Kart does not have a 9. They did 8 and 8 Deluxe, but no 9. And so we're just skipping 9 and then getting rid of the numbers or going into Mario Kart World, baby. And let me tell you, it looks pretty awesome. You go off-road, you go on the rails, drifting everywhere, jumping across walls. Let's go, man. I think this looks like a blast. Can't wait to get my friends together to play this. Seems like online will be an option too, except for my friends want to just freeload off of my Switch, so they'll just be using mine instead of getting their own. So, you know, fair play, I guess. I could tell they seem to be adding some new characters. I saw a cow in there. Yeah, it seems like a blast. I can tell that they're really upgrading their Mario Kart stuff in this one. Seems like it has everything that it did before, just more, and seems like you can fly around, you can go off track, you can do whatever you want. I assume there's probably water levels as well. Seems like a blast, man. I like the new art style. They messed up my boy Donkey Kong though. I think that he looks weird because they made him like the Seth Rogen movie, but regardless, still looks awesome. I think that new Donkey Kong that they announced, really fun. I think that it's going to be a blast. It looks like the same people that did the Odyssey games might be working on this because the art direction looks similar in my opinion. Or maybe that's just because they're just so good at what they do, because the worlds and the level design just looks like chef's kiss, man. Like, immaculate, bro. I think that it just looks so clear and crisp and just looks so like, oh, I want to touch it, you know? Like, it just looks so colorful and lovely, and Donkey Kong's got some weird facial expressions because they made him look like Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong for some reason. I like the old one, I won't lie. I grew up with the rare version, and yeah, it's better. Come at me. But I actually, no, that's not a hot take. I think everyone else probably agrees with that too, but yeah, I think that it was an interesting direct because they definitely announced some things that I wasn't expecting, most things I was expecting, but I'm hoping that maybe there'll be a few surprises down the line. Maybe as we get closer to the release, maybe they'll announce a new Mario game or something. I really want a new Mario game, bro. It's been too long. I'm ready for something other than Odyssey, but I'm sure they're playing their cards close, as they say. And yeah, so I guess that was the Switch 2 reveal. You know, it was just a play-by-play. I didn't go through everything exactly, but you know, those are some of my favorite things that came out of the Direct, I guess. And I'm looking forward to playing it, man. So if you like this sort of thing, maybe level up that like button, subscribe if you feel like I've earned your subscribe button. And I know every YouTuber says that, but believe it or not, the smaller YouTubers need it way more than the bigger ones. So see you guys in the next one. So thank you for your time this time. Until next time, Excelsior. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the Switch 2 about a 2 out of 10, because $80 digital games is just about the most absurd thing you've ever heard. And over $400 system for basically very little improvement is actually off your rocker mentality. So that gets a big fat thumbs down for me. Miyamoto.
What do you think of my performance? Yeah.
No. 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 No.